Welcome to this GTC expert audio interview with Antonios Kypreos. Antonios is co-partner in Axion Financial Group, a family-run RIA. He has extensive experience in investment management and private client services of affluent individuals. His firm invests in startup firms via angel investing, seed capital, and Series A rounds. Thank you for joining us here today, Antonios.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, let's begin. The first question I have for you is, can you please briefly describe your position now? What is your investing background?
Sure, no problem. Basically, as you previously said, I'm a co-partner in a family-run registered investment advisory, where we basically work with a select group of accredited status individuals and their families, and at the same time, we manage our family capital as well. Mm-hmm. And my position covers all aspects of the firm, from the daily investment research and strategy, client relationship management, client prospecting, firm marketing, daily operations, trading, legal compliance, and so on. Great. My investment background covers a wide range of areas, including equities, fixed income, commodities, and also alternative investments consisting of private placements and hedge funds, and also angel investing, typically in Series A rounds.
Wow. All right. Sounds like you cover a lot. All right. The next question I have for you is, what was your professional experience prior to Axion Financial Group? Did you work in investment banking, private equity, or a related field?
Yeah. Previously, before founding Axion, I had been a co-founder in a startup alternative investment fund, registered as a CPO, a commodity pool operator. Mm-hmm. On the private client side and the legal side, getting the fund started. And before that, I had also worked at a medium-sized local bank in their wealth advisory department, both on the investment and private client side, assisting private bankers and investment advisors managing high net worth client portfolios.
All right.
And however, the bulk of my hands-on investment decision-making experience has come from managing the investment capital of my family and extended family for the last decade in a mix of asset classes, basically similar to what I described in the last question.
Oh, okay. Great. And what kind of education or training have you gone through?
Academically, I have completed a bachelor's degree in international business from Drexel University in Philadelphia, and also a master's degree in MBA in international management from IE Business School in Madrid, Spain. Wow. In addition to that, I passed the Series 65 exam, which allowed us to formally open Axion. Mm-hmm. And during my time at the wealth advisory firm, I completed different training courses on trust and estate planning.
Oh, great. Wow, that's a lot of experience. Okay, what trends do you see in angel investing and seed capital industry right now?
Right now in the angel investing environment, I personally see a lot of opportunities and think it is a unique time to be active in an angel investing. Mm-hmm. I believe in this current economic climate with, on the one side, you have the bank and financial institutions being less willing to loan money to small businesses. And on the other side, you have some of the mega large firms such as Google and et cetera having an extraordinary amount of free cash on their balance sheets. I think it is a great time to be an angel investor. Okay. The large firms are willing and in the position to acquire smaller rivals in new underdeveloped niche markets. And as an angel investor in this low growth environment, it allows us to work out very favorable deal terms with the companies seeking angel funding. Some of the big trends I see attracting angel funding right now are in the tech space: internet booking platforms, niche e-commerce platforms, social media video games, just to name a few. Mm-hmm. Also, a huge growth in non-U.S. based startups that are seeking angel capital, especially in emerging regions such as Latin America and Asia. I think the most important attribute that I like to see in a firm seeking funding is how scalable the business is and also what the competition is. At the same time, it's the chemistry of the firm's individual team that is perhaps the most important qualitative aspect of what makes a startup firm have a high chance of success.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, well, what does a normal day for a financial professional like you look like?
Honestly, it's hard to define a normal day. But for me, basically, a normal day is a mix between client meetings and communications, either discussing their specific investment portfolio holdings or information related to their portfolio, such as withdrawals, deposits, tax issues, etc. Also, meetings with other alternative investment managers, conducting investment research, macroeconomic research, and staying abreast of daily news flow and day-to-day market conditions. Also, we hold internal investment meetings between our team, and also attending meetings with new prospective clients, which is typically every few weeks. Also incorporated into my day is dealing with firm-related issues such as legal compliance, client file management, updating and revising firm marketing publications, and external media interviews as they come up.
Wow. Sounds like you stay busy.
Yes.
Are there any unique skills or knowledge that you see as essential for succeeding in angel investing and identifying good early-stage investments? Anything in particular?
Angel investing, in my opinion, is definitely a mix between art and science. While it is hard to determine exactly the skill set required to be a successful angel investor, because there isn't just one, defined skill set, there are, in my mind, a few key attributes that a high-quality angel investor should possess.
All right.
One important skill is the ability to do both qualitative and quantitative evaluation of a specific business, whatever business you're evaluating. And you have to be able to really put together all aspects of the business, from a top-down industry view and a bottom-up business view, and be able to form a cohesive view on the prospects of the firm. A second important skill is the ability and desire to do extensive due diligence both on the firm and also the market trends and environment in that particular market subsector. A third important skill is the ability to understand when you have a unique opportunity in front of you and have the courage to follow your gut on those occasions. Definitely. Angel investing is similar to all other aspects of investing, where being able to make educated and gut decisions are key to your success as an investor. A fourth important skill is the ability to effectively design and then negotiate a deal. And a fifth important skill is the ability to separate what is important information from what is not important.
Great. Well, I think our audience will really benefit from that. Why does your firm make angel investments or investments in private equity? What attracts you to these areas particularly?
Basically, the attractions to the angel investing space are, one, the ability to generate outsized returns for the investor. So, typically if an angel deal does work out, you might get anywhere from 5 to 30 times your multiple on the investment that you initially made, which is far better than you can find in the typical stock market or fixed income alternatives.
Certainly.
The second is the fact that angel investing as an asset class has a very low correlation to other traditional investments such as equities and fixed income, and we feel that it's as a diversification factor, it's a key component to any affluent investor's portfolio. The third thing we like with angel investing is that you have a lot more creativity in structuring the deal than you do when you're buying perhaps publicly traded securities. And the fourth thing is angel investing allows you as an investor to really be a part owner in a great startup firm that typically you'll never have the chance to be unless you were that entrepreneur him or herself.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, that was great. What do you see as the biggest risks or challenges associated with angel investing?
I mean, definitely the biggest risk is the fact that you can lose your investment capital.
Exactly.
And angel investing can be much, as it's typically known, is going to be much more risky than the traditional stock and fixed income investing, both because of typically the higher minimums that you need in order to get involved in angel investing, and also the fact that it's basically expected that only 1 out of 10, if you're lucky, angel investments is going to work out. Second is the lack of overall control on many factors that will eventually impact the potential success or failure of the firm that you're investing in. And third, a big challenge is the ability to foresee what the future market will be surrounding a specific industry or niche market, especially predicting fast-moving spaces such as tech-related fields.
Okay, great. It sounds like there's a lot of risk, but there's a lot of reward if you have a successful investment.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you have a list of top 3 tips for rapidly securing a job at an investment firm like Axion Financial Group?
Sure. Basically, I just went off the top of my head, and one tip, I believe, is that you have to be able to show that you are passionate and deeply interested in the investment management field. So going along with that, self-education is key in this industry, and I believe the more you can demonstrate your desire to continuously self-educate yourself, that will definitely help your chances in searching for a job in the investment field. A second tip is to get hands-on experience in investment management. Academic investment experience is important, but the real learning as an investor, angel investor or other type of investor, is gained by doing it yourself. And that's one of the things that I really, it's harder to find out there in the talent pool, especially with younger applicants, maybe in their early to mid-20s, is that a lot of people don't have actual experience in managing actual money.
Yeah.
They know theoretically perhaps some of the philosophies behind it, or maybe they worked at a firm that someone else was making the investment decisions. But I think you can really, really learn a lot by understanding the pros and cons of investing your own money, because there's nothing like feeling the loss or the gain of your own money versus somebody else's.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a third tip is basically, in terms of the job search, is to be very open-minded in your job search and be willing to do whatever it takes to get experience in the field that you're interested in, regardless of location, pay, etc. I think if you're really interested in your field and you do a really good job, good opportunities are going to present themselves. But the biggest barrier to getting into the area that you want to be is having previous experience. So the most important thing to do is to get that previous experience in the field that you know that you like at basically whatever cost it takes.
All right, great. Yeah, that'll be really helpful. A lot of people in our audience are looking for a job or looking to move into an investment firm like yours. So I think they'll really benefit from that. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, basically, I would like to just end this interview saying that I truly believe that right now is a very unique and great time to be interested in the investment management industry or private equity industry from a job perspective, and I see a lot of growth over the next decade and beyond. Personally, I see, in terms of the investment management industry, working with affluent clients, a huge trend is taking place right now, where a lot of people are moving away from the old broker-dealer model, and a lot of small boutique firms are starting that are basically managing the investment portfolios of affluent clients, but not so many clients. So it's more of a boutique deal. And I think this is a huge area that is just going to continue to grow over time because it just makes sense. And I think the space is ripe with opportunity for motivated and experienced investment management professionals. And I see huge opportunity working with clients of emerging market regions and Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East, because I know Asia's rate of millionaires is growing basically in the fastest of any region in the world, and also I noticed that a lot of money management firms are starting up in Latin America, where typically it was more U.S.-based firms, but now there's starting to be homegrown firms that are doing quite well. And also in terms of the private equity industry, I see opportunities growing as well, especially with people that want to work in emerging markets and have fluency in 2 or more languages. I see that as a big opportunity for potential employees.
Great. Wow, that's really encouraging note to end on then. Well, thank you. That was a great interview. Again, that is Antonios Kyprios, and he is the co-partner at Axion Financial Group. And I want to thank you very much for joining me today.
My pleasure.
All right, great.